Nice day today, Jackson.
It was. It was. There was a little bit of smoke in the air, though. Don't know if anybody noticed that. I certainly did not, actually, which was good. I don't think if you were paying attention, if you weren't paying attention, you really weren't going to notice it in the first place. But you take a look at this time lapse from Ephrata throughout the day, and it certainly does have a bit of a milkier air to it, and that was because of the wildfire smoke that we were contending with. Really no blue sky all throughout the day. But once again, if you weren't looking at the sky, maybe you didn't notice it. It was a nice day regardless. Our high getting up to about 80 degrees. So exactly where we should be for this time of year. We have finally returned to seasonality. It's been a while, but we are back at that point now, dropping slowly but surely now into the upper 60s. Eventually cooler than that, heading into the overnight. Some of the locations that we're seeing in the 60s include Gettysburg, Edders at 60, so nearly in the 50s, Carlisle at 68, and then Kinzers at 63. Notice, really no wind to speak of whatsoever. So heading into the overnight with the clear skies that we're seeing and the lack of wind, that does mean that there's a pretty good chance we're going to be seeing some cool out-the-door lows. Now, thankfully, in terms of that smoke, that's going to continue to move eastward as we get through the next several hours. So really not going to be an issue for us heading into Wednesday. But past 2 days, different story, sitting at about 62 right now, but off to the west, we're actually looking at temperatures that might be a little bit on the warmer side. Detroit at 78, Chicago at 81 degrees. Mind you, at 10 p.m. for them, so but still a relatively warm night out there. I was actually talking to a buddy of mine, Tony, and he was actually mentioning to me he had some anxiety about this forecast because we had not seen any rain chances, and it was just starting to really get good. Well, we're going to stay good for a while. I do want to point out, though, we're expecting some shower activity and even thunderstorm activity to return. That's going to be heading towards the end of the work week. But the next few days, you can really hang your hat, go outside, enjoy this forecast. Anything beyond maybe a stray shower to the northwest is out of the picture for us here in the mid-state. So really not much to discuss. Just a nice forecast, a warm summer-like forecast, in fact, getting into the upper 80s by this coming Thursday. And then we start to gradually cool down thanks to a cold front over the weekend, staying relatively seasonable next week. We are getting to that time of year where you start to see afternoon thunderstorms, things bubbling with that convective nature of the forecast. We'll keep you posted on that. That is a quick look at your forecasts. Alicia, I'll send it over to you. All right.